is to bring something in. It's actually receiving something. It could be a thing, it could be an idea, it could be a product. It depends on what you are receiving. Importation, therefore, is now bringing in of goods and services into a particular country from a different one entirely. Now, when we are looking at mini importation, it is the process of importing small, emphasis on the word small, small quantities of products from foreign countries into the particular country that you are present in. In importation, we actually have large scale and we have small scale. But what we are doing today, we are concentrating on small scale. That's why it's called mini importation. And we have different types of mini importation. We have China importation. We have, please, if at any point you cannot hear me, please do let me know. We have China importation, we have Turkey importation, we have UK, we have gadgets importation, we have hair importation, we have Bangladesh importation, we have India importation. There are different types of importation. For a beginner, the basic kind of importation that a beginner should know is the China importation. And that is because China produces, I don't think there's anything that China does not produce. If they don't have it, if you let them know, they'll produce it for you, they'll manufacture it for you, and it's easy. It's quite straightforward. So looking at the app that we're going to be using for this importation, by the way, the apps that you'll be needing to import for mini importation, you'll be needing the 1688 app. You can find it on Google Play Store. You'll be needing the 1688 app. You'll be needing your Google Translator, and you'll be needing Alipay app. Alipay, Alipay, Alipay app. And all these apps can be found on the Google Play Store. This 1688 app was actually created for the Chinese. It was not created for others. It was created for the Chinese. So when you open the app, all you are going to be seeing is Chinese language with Chinese manufacturers, different stores here and there. Now moving to basic terminology in mini importation. The first thing I would like to talk about is MOQ. When you hear MOQ, MOQ means minimum order quantity. Now, different manufacturers have their different policies with which they used to run their businesses. Some manufacturers have a certain number of products that they can sell to a particular client. For example, a particular manufacturer may decide to say his or her minimum order quantity is 5 pieces of a particular product. It means that you, the buyer, you that is the importer, you cannot buy less than that piece that the manufacturer has decided to sell. I hope we are getting the logic here. Some manufacturers may decide to say, okay, you can actually buy 1 pieces of this particular product. Some other people may say their minimum order is 10 pieces. It all depends on the manufacturer and what works best for their business. The next thing we'll be talking about under basic terminologies is light goods and heavy goods. We have goods are actually divided into two. There are the light goods and there is heavy goods. Light goods fall under clothes, fall under hair, fall under shoes. Those are light goods. When we're talking about heavy goods, we're talking about things like refrigerator, electronic gadgets. Those are heavy goods. And understanding light goods and heavy goods will help you to know the kind of shipping method that you are going to choose. It will help you to know the type of shipping method that you are going to use. You cannot be importing things like freezer and you are using air shipping. Now we actually have two types of shipping, the air shipping and the sea shipping. So if what you are importing is heavy goods and you are using air, it's going to cost you a whole lot of money. It's going to cost you a whole lot of money. And if what you're importing is light goods, let's take for example jewelries. Jewelries usually do not, if you weigh everything together, it's just something very little. So you could decide to use air shipping to get your products down to your location. The next thing we're going to talk about is express shipping fee, also known as local freight. Now, this express shipping fee, what it means is the cost, the amount of money that you're going to pay to get down to either your shipping agent, shipping company, or your procurement agent. In essence, what I'm just saying is the amount of money you pay to transport your goods, your products from your manufacturer to your agent. This is transportation within China. So when you hear express shipping, express shipping fee, or you hear local freight, that is what it means. It means transportation within China. Then when you hear just shipping, it means transportation now that is outside of China. It means it is getting to your location. For example, we are in Nigeria. So when you hear shipping, it means the amount of money, shipping fee. If you hear shipping fee, it means the amount of money that you're going to spend to get your product from China down to Nigeria. We also have something called customs clearance. It is the amount of money that is paid to clear your goods when they arrive Nigeria. This is paid to the custom officers. Then we have shipping agents and procurement agents. There are two types of agents involved in mini importation. We have the shipping agent and we have the procurement agent. What are their duties? The duty of a procurement agent is to help you buy, from your manufacturer. What you are expected to do as a beginner is to compile your links and send them to your agent. Your agent is your eye, because you are not there. You are not there physically in China. You need somebody to help you out. You need somebody to help you run these activities in order not to make mistakes and in order to avoid being scammed. So the duty of your agent is to help you buy, therefore helping you to make payments to your manufacturer in Chinese currency. Another duty of the agent is to help you to inspect your product to ensure that what you are buying is in good condition. It is possible that while transporting your products from the manufacturer to your procurement agent or your shipping company, your goods may get bad on the road. If it's something that is breakable, some may get cracked, some may change color, one or two things may happen to them. The duty of your agent is to ensure that those things that you are buying are getting to you in good condition. That is the duty of a procurement agent. Now for the shipping agents, it's just like the name implies, their duty is just to get your product from China down to Nigeria. There are some companies that offer the services of both procurement and shipping at the same time, while there are some that stick to only shipping, and there are people that also stick to just being procurement agents. Now, I also want to talk about the Chinese currency. The Chinese currency is called yuan. So you'll be hearing me talk about yuan a lot in the course of this session. It is also called RMB. Should in case in the app or in some people's store on the app, you may see RMB. Some people may write yuan. Some people may write RMB. It means the same thing. It means the same thing, and the exchange rate is still the same. Okay. I still want to talk about types of shipping before we move down to the recorded parts of the session. Air shipping, we have two types of shipping, like I've mentioned before. Air shipping is calculated in kg, while sea shipping is calculated in cubic meters. Sea shipping is calculated by size, not weight, while that of the air is calculated by weight. So if, for example, you have decided to use air shipping, air shipping is also, the duration for air shipping is 7 to 10 days, while that of sea shipping is 55 to 65 days. Sometimes sea shipping may also take up to 3 months. So these are the things you need to have at the back of your mind when making your choices, when deciding what type of shipping you are going to use. When you have this at the back of your mind, when you are selecting products to sell or to buy for personal use, if you are going to use air shipping, you will not want to select products that are heavy, because you will be charged based on the weight of those products. But if you are using sea shipping, you won't have to bother about the weight. What you'll be concerned about is the size, the space that that particular product is going to consume. I hope we are understanding what I'm saying. Okay. And lastly, for those that would be going into pre-order business, air shipping, I would recommend air shipping for you, because your customers may not be able to have the patience to wait for 3 months before you give them their goods. But air shipping is 7 to 10 days. It's a Your customers can actually be patient to wait for 7 to 10 days. And then if you are doing pre-order, you also need to let your customers know that it is going to take them 10 days to get their product. They are not going to receive it immediately. So there are actually two ways you can do this mini importation business. One way is the pre-order, like I'm already talking about, and another way is just going direct. When your products arrive, when your goods arrive, you calculate everything that you have spent, and then you decide to add your profit. If you used sea shipping or air shipping, whichever one you use, you calculate it and add your profits. But it's advisable to be aware of these things so that your products are not excessively expensive and people are running away from buying from you. Now we are going to be moving directly into the recorded session. When you open your Alipay app, this is how the interface looks like. So you're going to look at the bottom of the screen. You're going to look at the bottom of the screen and click on sign up with email. When you click on sign up with email, you're going to input the email that you want to use to open the Alipay app. When you input that, you click on sign up and wait for it to load. A code is going to be sent to your email for verification, but before that you have to do this verification check. Just follow the process, just read the instructions and follow through. So the code has been sent. After inputting your code, you'll be asked to set up a password. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the password. Yeah, that's it. We are logging in now. You'd scroll. The next thing you're going to do is scroll and search for your country. So we're going to go with Nigeria because we're in Nigeria. I would actually recommend that you register on Alipay with your email. So when you are done registering, then you would go ahead and link your phone number with the account that you have just created. So what you are going to do, in order for you to connect your phone number, you're going to click on account. When you click on account, you click on this setting, this round image here at the top right corner of the screen. You click on this setting symbol, this symbol that looks round. You click on it. When you click on it, you are now going to account and security. We click on account and security. Now let's wait for this to load. So you can see the option to the email is already there. So what I just need to do now is to add my mobile number. Once it loads, you add the mobile number that you would want to connect to these accounts. Don't forget to change the code. Once you have successfully connected your phone number to the account, the next thing you need to do is to choose a nickname for your account. Please note, you need to do this first before you log into your 1688 app. So you're going to go to this, look at the bottom of this screen. You'll see this place that it's written me with this symbol of a head. You click on it, then you look at the top of the screen. You see this place. You look at the top of the screen, you see this place that has nickname set. So you click on this place that has nickname set and you add the nickname that you want to add. So we are going to be logging in. We are going to be logging into our 1688 app right now. When you open the 1688 app, this is how it looks like. You come to the bottom of the page, you see this me symbol with this head symbol with me written under it. You are going to click on it. Sometimes the app translates itself into English, but it doesn't always happen like that. So one thing I want you to notice that if you get to any point or any part of this app and you're seeing what you don't understand, please and please make sure you always make use of the Google Translate app. So this is what you are going to do. You screenshot the page. For example, this page now we are looking at, if it's written in Chinese, and you don't understand what is written on it, you'd screenshot the page and take it to your Google Translate app and translate. So you'd upload that image on your Google Translate app and it's going to translate it for you. As a beginner, it is very important for you to note that you should always be translating. You should always be translating as far as you want to be using this 1688 app. So we are going to be logging in now. You move to this head symbol down here with me written under it. You click on it. When you click on it, this is what it's showing. If this +234 is not showing +234 on your own, if it's showing maybe +86, which is another country's code, which is not Nigeria's code, you put Nigerian's code. If you are in Nigeria, you put the code for whichever country that you're in. But now we are not going to be using this phone number to log in. That is why we created an Alipay account, so that we would use it to log into our 1688 app. So this Alipay symbol that is down here at the bottom of the page, we are going to click on it. Before we move forward, it is important for me to say this, that the interface of the app usually changes. It's not always the same. So it may the interface of this app may look like this now. It may look another way tomorrow, but don't get confused. The idea I want you to have is that we have created an Alipay account and we want to use that Alipay account to log in to the 1688 app. Right now we're going to be moving into searching for products, how to source for products on the 1688 app. Now, when it comes to sourcing for products, there are two different ways you can actually source for products. Number one is the picture search method, and number two is the word search method. Now, when you look at this page, you can see that there is a search bar. When you click on this search bar, you can type in any product you want to type. Let's search bag. When you are searching for products, you need to be specific. I said we're going to be using bag as an example to search. Now, I won't just go and just type bag in the search bar. Why is that? Because there are different types of bag. There is handbag, there is school bag, there is traveling bag. There are different kinds of bags. So what kind of bag are you referring to? Are you referring to a shoulder bag? It is important to note that when you are searching for a product on the website, you need to be specific. If it's a handbag for females you want to search for, you can now go ahead and type female handbag. If it's bag for kids, you can type school bags. If it's a bag that its purpose is to be used to carry books and carry things to school, you type that. If it's a traveling bag, you indicate that it's a traveling bag, so you search traveling bag. Let's type in backpack. In the search bar. So when you type that, you click on search, and these are the different options that are going to come out. As you can see, we have different options of backpack here. Different options. So you could just scroll and scroll and scroll till you find the desired product that you are looking for. For the second search method, which is the picture search method, you go back to your search bar and click on this little camera icon right there in the search bar. So when you click on it, it's going to take you to your gallery. When you get to your gallery, you're going to select the image that you want to picture search. Now we're going to picture search this backpack here. So when you click on it, it's going to bring out different options for you. Different options. It can bring out the exact bag in the picture, and it can also bring out similar bags in the picture. Now, the benefit of this picture search method is that you may see a product you like, but you don't know the name, you don't know how you are going to get it, you don't know how you are going to get manufacturers that are producing that particular product. You just go ahead and search with the picture. Make sure the picture is clear, make sure the picture is not blurry. Just scroll, 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 scroll. All these are vendors, different vendors. These are different vendors. Different vendors. So you scroll and compare prices as well, and check for the one of your choice. Let's pick this one. You can just click on any one you want. After scrolling and scrolling, if you see what you want, you click on it. When you click on it, it's going to bring you here. Now, this page is called a products page. This page is called a products page. You can swipe to see more pictures of the product. You can see someone hanging the backpack. You see how it looks on a human figure. You can swipe. This is another usage of the bag. You can see that you can actually use this bag alongside your traveling bag. Scroll. This is the interior of the bag. This is what it looks like, and these are the kind of items you can put in the bag. You swipe. This is a closer shot of the bag in gray color. You scroll. This is the bag in navy blue. You scroll. This is the bag in another color. This is the bag in another color as well. Now, if you do not understand this page, what I expect you to do as a beginner is to screenshot this page and head to your Google Translate app and translate the whole page in order for you to understand what is written on this page. This particular page has 10 plus reviews. So what we are going to do, we're going to translate this page to actually see, understand what they are saying. So we have talked about product attributes. Just to refresh, things that you are looking for in a product page. This is a product page. You are looking out for the product attributes. This is product attributes right here. You are looking out for product review. You're looking out for product review right here. What are you looking out for in product review? You're looking out for account positive reviews. You're looking out for good reviews. You're looking out for bad reviews. If that particular product or manufacturer has bad reviews, please run away from such a manufacturer. That manufacturer is a scam. If that page is having just one account or two accounts posting all the reviews and they are posting the same thing, you know that is a scam zone. Please run away. You need to pay attention to what other people are saying about this particular product. Another thing you need to look out for on this page is the details, product details, and that is product details right here. Product details. You can see there's a video playing with a human being, a live human being, using the bag, holding the bag, and showing you how the bag works. You need to watch it You keep scrolling. All these aspects are under product details. You keep scrolling. You can see the bag on a human being, how it is on when someone is hanging the bag. This part is telling you that this bag has a USB charging interface. It has waterproof fabric. It has sponge back cushion. You keep scrolling now. This is the side view of the bag, what it looks like. You can see also that they're showing you that a laptop can fit into this bag as well. Now I want you to take note of the size. Take for example what you are buying now. You don't have the product with you. You're not seeing it physically. It's not like you went to a physical market or supermarket to buy something and then you're looking at the bag, you're sizing it with your hand. You can touch it. This one, you cannot touch it. You can only see what they are showing you. So it's important for you to take note of the size to avoid you saw the picture, you saw it, the bag looks big, but now that they have sent you the bag is looking small. You can avoid stories like that by paying attention to details. So when you see this 31 centimeter here, if you have a tape rule with you, just bring it out, check what does 31 centimeter look like. This is the front view of the bag. The width is 31 centimeter. Look at the side view of the bag. The width is 18 centimeter. And then this is the height of the bag, 43 centimeter. All this would give you a picture of what to expect when the product comes. Okay, all these are very important aspects that should not be ignored. These are details of the color that they have. This is what the bag looks like when it is open. They are showing you that the bag has different compartments. That's just it. You see that you can also attach this bag to your traveling bag to make it for easier carriage. All these are still product details. For those that are going to go into pre-order, you can take these images and advertise them to your customers before the product arrives. That is for those that are going into pre-order. Also, talking about MOQ. MOQ means minimum order quantity. For this particular product, the minimum you can buy is 1 piece, and if you are buying 1 piece of this product, it is 34.5 yuan. The initial price showing after when you search for a product may not exactly be the price. That could be a bait price. Okay, that could be a bait price just to grab your attention. So we are going to be moving into how to send orders to your agent. You need a procurement agent. There are 2 types of agents that you'll be needing. You need a procurement agent and you need a shipping agent. A procurement agent is the agent that helps you to buy, that helps you to pay your manufacturer in Chinese currency, and the agent also helps you to put together all the products that you are buying, and the agent helps you to receive your product from the manufacturer. For example, now when you purchase a product, the manufacturer is going to send that product to your agent. Your agent in turn is going to check the product. The agent is going to inspect the product to see if the product is in good condition. Remember, you are not in China. So you may not know what the manufacturer is sending to you. So the agent now is like your middleman, helping you to inspect the product to ensure that the products are in good condition, helping you to pay the manufacturers in their local currency, and also helping you to transport your product to the shipping company. Okay, so how do you send your order to your agent? You would need to open up a notepad or create a group on WhatsApp with just yourself on the group. So what you are going to do now, you are going to click on this place. You are going to click on it. When you click on it, you long press on it, you see that it has showed copied. So you are going to go to your notepad and paste. So this is our notepad now. You are going to paste what you have copied. Can you see that the link is there? So when you've done that, you'd come under the link now and specify exactly what do you want to buy. So let's go back to that product page. When you go back to the product page, come back to product attributes right here. Come back to product attributes right here. Click on this arrow here. Click on it. This is the full product specification. So now you can see the different colors. Which of the color do you want to buy? Are you buying 3022 black, or 3022 gray, or 3023 black, 3023 gray? There's also 3024 black, 3024 gray. So which one are you going for? You are going to pick the one that you are going for. So let's say we are going for black now, 3022 black and 3022 gray. So this is what we are going to do. Go under that link that we have copied, and we are going to specify 3022 black. Let's say I want to buy 10 pieces of 3022 black. I'll now specify 10 pieces. 10 pieces. I would go to the next line. 3022 what? Let's check. 3022 gray. You come here, 3022 gray. I want 5 pieces of 3022. You'd come again, 3023. 3023 black. I want 7 pieces. So this is just an example. Once you are done compiling all your links, you put all your links in one place. So maybe you have other products you want to buy, pots, dress, trousers, jackets, blazers, hair. You compile all your links in this same notepad. You compile everything together and send to your agent. You need to be specific. Emphasis on specific. You need to specify. And don't just go and write black 10 pieces. You can see that they named their product with numbers. So pick the product number, pick the color, and specify. Even if what they posted there is looking like gray color to your own eye, but under their product page they wrote black, and you know that you want that one because it's looking like gray, what you are going to do is, when you are sending your link to your agent, is that you write black because they called it black. Even though it looks to you like it's gray, what the supplier wrote is what you are going to write, but be sure that that is the color that you want. When the product gets to you, you can call it gray. But as far as the product has not gotten to you and the manufacturer is calling it gray with a certain number tag or whatever attached to it, that is exactly how it is written on the website. That is how you are going to compile your links in order to avoid mixing up of your order, mixing up of your product. Looking at this particular product here, this is the MOQ. So when you're buying from one item and above, you are paying 35 yuan. And if you are buying from 500 pieces of this particular product and above, 500 to 999, you are paying 34 yuan. The minimum you can buy from this particular supplier, you can actually buy one. There are some suppliers that the minimum you can buy is 2. The minimum you can buy is 3 pieces. Some their minimum could even be 10 pieces. Depends on what the supplier wants. Another way to also identify a supplier that is a drop shipper or a manufacturer is by going into the supplier's store. So when you scroll under the product review, if you translate this page, you'd find out that this written here is the name of the store, while this one, when you click on this, it will take you into the store. Now when you get into the store and you find out that the supplier is selling different things. Now the product that brought us to this particular store is a bag, but we entered and we see that the supplier is selling bag, the supplier is selling water bottles, the supplier is selling slippers, the supplier is selling books, different things. You know that that supplier is a drop shipper or the supplier is a scammer, and you do not want to buy from a drop shipper. You want to buy from an actual manufacturer. So if the person is genuine, if the store is genuine, you'd see that they are selling only that particular product, maybe in different designs and different colors. It's possible for them to actually sell things that are similar. Take for example a manufacturer that produces wigs. If you find the person selling hair stretcher, hot comb, other hair products that would aid the use of the hair or the maintenance of the hair, it is not wrong. It is still okay because it is in the same niche. But you find a supplier that is supposed to be selling just female clothes. You see the person is selling male clothes as well. The person is selling TV remotes. The person is selling electronics. The person is selling all manner of things. You know that that particular store is a scammer. So let's click this place to see what this store looks like. So we are in this particular store now. We are just going to scroll. If you like, you can go ahead and translate just to know what is written here to understand, for better understanding of the particular store. You can see now that this supplier has different products, different designs of bag, laptop bag. This is what their production room looks like, their production hall. You can click here to see more of their products, more of the things that they're selling. Can you see? Can you see different options? This supplier is not selling things that are not related to what this supplier has. Just one niche, which is very good. But in a case where you see this laptop bag, you now see other different things. You are seeing padlock, you are seeing cutleries. You know that you should run away from such a supplier. Now, in order for you to calculate your landing cost, we'll be moving into how to calculate your landing cost. In order for you to calculate your landing cost, that is, you want to know how much you are going to spend in total to get a particular product to your location, to your doorstep. The first thing you need to take note of is the price of the product. If you are buying one item, it is 35 yuan from this particular supplier. For example, this is just an example. I'm not saying you should buy from this supplier. This is just an example so we can calculate the landing cost. Take, for example, 35 yuan. We're going to be using that 35 yuan. In calculating landing cost, you need to know the price of the product price. You need your local freight, that is local shipping, the cost to transport your product from the manufacturer to your shipping company or to your agent, the cost of transporting your goods within China. It's called local freight. And in order to find that, you are going to click on add to cart. When you click on add to cart, you see this. Look at the bottom of the page. You see this 5 yuan. 5 yuan is the cost of shipping your product within China. Also, you can click on plus sign here. Now we have added one product to our cart. We are doing this just so that we will know the cost, so that we can calculate the landing cost. And this is very important for those who may want to go into pre-order business. You need to calculate the cost of every single thing before you advertise a product through your advertising channels, before you introduce the product to your customers. So when you come here, we've added one to cart. You can add. Now we have 2, 3. You see that the price has increased. When we have 3, the price has increased to 11 yuan. When we have 4, it has increased to 14 yuan. So this is what you are going to do. You are going to add the price of just one particular product, the price to ship one particular product to all of your products when calculating. For those that are into pre-order, you are going to be on the safe side. You are going to add that 5 yuan into the cost per product. So we had 35 yuan as the cost of the product. So that is going to be 35 yuan plus 5 yuan. We're calculating the cost of just one product now. Plus 5 yuan. Even if you are buying 10, just add 5 yuan to it. So automatically 40 yuan. Another price you need to take note of here when calculating landing cost is your agent fees. Some agents charge 5% of your total purchase. Some agents charge 4% of your total purchase. You need to know the cost of shipping per kg. So you are going to calculate all these things, and that is how you are going to arrive at cost of importing a particular product. I'm still going to explain this further. Calculating the landing cost of this particular product that we're using, one very key thing you also need is the weight of the product. Now the weight of this particular product is 0.89 kg. Make sure you search the product details to find the kg. The weight of this particular product is 0.89 kg. So you are going to note that down, as that is what you are going to be using to do your calculations. Now I'm going to do a breakdown of the calculation. We are going to be calculating the landing cost, the product price. The product that we are using cost 35 yuan, and the exchange rate as of today is 222 naira to 1 yuan. So the first thing we are going to do is to convert 35 yuan into naira. So that is 35 yuan times 222 naira. So that is 7,720. You are going to write this down somewhere. Product price in naira now. We have 7,770. We're also going to convert the local freight, which is 5 yuan. Local freight 5 yuan, that's 5 times 222 naira. You are going to write this down as well somewhere in your notepad. You should get a pen and paper, pen and book, anyone. So that is 1,110 naira. The next thing we're going to calculate is the agent fee. The next thing we're going to calculate is agent fee, which is 5%. Some agents charge 5% of your total order. So your total order now is not 35 yuan because we're just calculating for a particular product. When you are calculating your agent's fee, you must have calculated the total cost of your product, or you could still do it like this to make it easier for you, especially if you are running a pre-order. You could calculate per product. So what we are going to do is 5% of 35, that is 1.75. So we're going to convert 1.75 now. 1.75 times 222 naira. So the cost for agent's fee for one particular product, a single product, is 388.5. Okay, so the next thing we're moving to is custom clearance for the particular product. In order to get this, don't forget that I made mention that you need to know the weight of your product, and you will get that from your product page under product details. Also note that it is not all manufacturers that add the product details, so you need to have a rough knowledge. You can estimate the weight of the product if the manufacturer did not add it, to be on the safe side. But for this particular product, the weight of this product on the page is 0.89 kg, and custom clearance and shipping fee is calculated per kg. I also want you to know that this landing cost we are calculating is for air shipping. The landing cost for sea shipping is different. What we are calculating now is for air shipping. Air shipping is calculated based on kg per kg, while sea shipping is calculated by cubic meters. CBM is calculated in CBM, but for now we are concentrating on calculating for air shipping. So coming back to what I was talking about, we are going into calculating custom clearance. Custom clearance is 900 naira per kg. Don't forget, you always need to ask your agent what are the rates. Rates are changing every day, so you need to ask. The rate yesterday is not the same with the rate today. In fact, the rate in the morning may not be the same with the rate this evening. So this is what you are going to do. 0.89 kg multiplied by 900. Multiply by 900. So the cost of clearance for one particular product is 801 for this particular bag. This particular bag actually has weight. If it's all those smaller bags, maybe you would be having something like 0.2, or thereabouts. Bags do not really have weight, but this bag in particular is a bag that actually has weight. The next thing we're calculating is shipping now. Shipping costs $8.3 per kg. So the first thing we're going to do is to convert $8.3 is to convert it to naira. As of when I was doing this video, for the purpose of this video, let's just use 1,560 naira as conversion rate to naira. So we are going to do 8.3 times 1,560. That is 12,948 per kg. Now, to get the actual amount in naira for the shipping of this product, we are going to do 0.89 kg multiplied by 12,948 naira. That gives us 11,523 naira 0.72. This is your shipping fee. Also, when your goods get to Nigeria, you could decide to go and pick it up from Lagos. Your goods are going to get to Lagos. You could decide to go and pick it up yourself from Lagos, or send somebody to pick it up. Your shipping company is going to send you a pickup message. When you take that pickup message to the address, they're also going to send you the address where your goods have been cleared by the customs officers. So you go there, and if you want, some shipping company also offer delivery services and weighbee services. You could just ask them to, since the goods have been cleared already, you could ask them to send it to your location. Maybe you're in a different state that is not Lagos. Maybe you're far away, you're hours away, 12 hours away, and you don't want to stress yourself to go there. Ask your shipping company if they offer the services of if they do delivery and weighbee, they could weighbee it to you. That one does not have a fixed price, so you are going to ask them the price of that. But you could also estimate and add. What I'm saying you could also estimate is for the purpose of those that are doing pre-order. Don't forget that for those that are doing pre-order, you need to calculate every single thing that you are going to spend, so that you are not shooting yourself in the leg. You are going to calculate every single thing you are going to spend plus your profit before you advertise that product. This is because the customers are going to pay you before you use their money to purchase the product. In pre-order, the customers pay you first, then you take out the product price and pay for the product out of what the customers have paid you. So you need to calculate everything down to the weighbee to your doorstep. We've gotten the price for shipping fee now. So what we are going to do now is sum up all these prices together. Product price 7,750 naira, plus local freight for this particular product 1,110 naira, plus agent fee for this particular product alone 388.5, plus custom clearance 801, plus 11,523.72 for the shipping fee. Shipping fee is 11,523 naira. So you can see the total of what we have, 21,593.22. So we'll just round this up to 21,600 naira is your landing cost to get this product to Nigeria. Landing cost equals to 21,593. We are summing it up to 21,600 naira. This is what it is going to cost you. Now, if you are doing pre-order, you could just estimate based on the total number of what you are buying. maybe you could just estimate, add extra 1,000 naira or 500 naira, depending on your estimation and the location that you are in, for the weight B of this particular product. To be on the safe side, let's just add 1,000 naira. It may not be up to that, but for the purpose of this calculation, let us just add 1,000 naira to suffice for the weight B to your location if you are a pre-order person. Even if you're not a pre-order person, if you are actually going to sell them when they get to you. But for those that are going to sell when the goods arrive, even if you do not do your calculations properly, when the goods arrive and you do your calculations, you can still decide the profits that you are going to add. But for pre-order, you have already decided the profits even before the goods arrive. That is why it's very important for those doing pre-order to make sure they get their calculations right, add everything they need to add up before asking customers to bring their money and taking the money to go and make purchase. So if we add plus 1,000 naira now, we have 22,500, approximately 22,600 naira. So I'm just going to write that on my notepad. When you have sent your link to your agent is going to do their own calculation as well and send to you. You've already done your calculation, so you have an idea of how much you should have before contacting your agent that you are ready to buy, before sending your agent links. Agents are very busy people. Make sure that the link you are sending is detailed with the number of items you want to buy, their colors, their specification, so that when they just see it, they'll just send you your invoice and everything would go smoothly, and you would avoid having mix-up of your order. And it's very simple. Once your agents have done the purchase for you, your procurement agent, now don't forget that we have two types of agents. Once your procurement agent has done the procurement for you, you are going to wait for your shipping company to call you. Air shipping usually takes 7 to 10 days. It is air shipping that we calculated for. Air shipping usually takes 7 to 10 days, while sea shipping, I will also advise beginners to go for sea shipping if you are not in haste. If you are not in haste, you can go for sea shipping. Sea shipping takes 55 to 65 days, but this may not work for people that are going for pre-order, those that want to start this business with pre-order. Sea shipping may not work for you because your customers may not have that patience to wait for 55 to 65 days. But whichever ways, if you are doing pre-order, make sure you let your customers know that this is the period of time that it is going to take them to receive their goods. You may not tell them outrightly that you've not ordered the goods yet, but just let them know, let them be on the know before giving their money to you that their product is going to get to them in 7 to 10 days. But to be on the safe side, since air shipping takes 7 to 10 days and you are doing pre-order as a business, you are a beginner, you are starting, you don't have capital, and then you want to you want to use pre-order method to start, don't go and tell them 7 to 10 days. Add to the number of days. Should in case your goods get delayed a little, you will not be under pressure from your customers. So since the 7 to 10 days, you can say, okay, they are going to receive their goods after 2 weeks. That is 14 days. Is that clear? So just to avoid any form of pressure, and so that you can also sort out the goods when they get to you before you send them to your customers. Okay? For sea shipping is calculated in CBM, and that is by size. Now, when shipping through sea, they don't calculate by weight is kg, they calculate by size, that is CBM, and that is $350 per CBM. If you are buying this particular product, now this bag, what you should be watching out for in order to calculate your landing cost is not the weight of the bag. What you should be watching out for is the size. There's a place, if you keep scrolling in this under the product details, there's a place where they added the the size, the measurement of the width, the measurement of the height. This is it. You can see it here as I'm underlining. You can see it here. So this is what you're going to use to do your measurements for sea shipping. For sea shipping, to get the size of these products that we are using, we are going to multiply 31 cm by 18 cm by 43 cm. That is how we're going to get the CBM that we're going to use to calculate the landing cost of this product. So we have 0.31 times 0.18 times 0.43. So this is the CBM of this particular product, 0.023. When you multiply 31 cm by 18 cm by 43 cm, it gives us the CBM of the bag. That particular product is 0.024. Now, to get the cost of sea shipping, to get the sea shipping price for this particular single product, we're first going to convert it. As of now, as of the time I am making this video, a CBM costs 360 kg. So we're going to multiply that, $360. So we're going to multiply that by 1,560. That's 561,000 naira. So 561,000 naira, 600. What we are now going to do is 0.024 multiplied by 561. Sorry, let's do that again. 360 multiplied by 1,560. We have 561,600. So what we are now going to do is 0.024, that is the CBM now, multiplied by 561,600. We have 13,478 points, whatever. Let's just say 13,500. 13,500 is the cost for sea shipping. So the only difference now is that when you're calculating the sea shipping, the only difference is that you remove the price of air shipping and replace it with the cost of sea shipping, and that is how you will get your landing cost. Thank you very much.